So 2023, we're working on more of the core values. There are lots of them, and I was amazed at how many there were. I thought core values were just a couple things, but then I realized as we got into it that there's so many things that interact to make us the humans that we are and how we act and how we behave. So this month we're working on awareness, adaptability, and appreciation.
Is your mic on? I don't think it's on. I don't think your mic's on now.
Now?
Yeah.
Now?
There you go.
Big difference. Okay, so we're working on awareness, adaptability, and appreciation. So right now we're going to go into our healing mode, and we're going to start off with some music, and then after the music and the quiet, please go wherever you go for meditation and for your healing. Thank you.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Oh, divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life.
yourself to become aware of my voice. Knowing in the beauty of the music in our meditation, there is only God's source, or whatever word you use. This beautiful entity that we are. Allow this knowing to come down into your body and your heart to open, sending love out everywhere. For love is what makes the world go round. And know in this moment that all is well, giving thanks for that. And say with me, please, and so it is. Do we have any new people today or any visitors? I don't think so. So we'll go ahead and go into our, you want to do music or spiritual thought first? Spiritual thought. Okay. Kim, where are you?
I'm right here.
Would you come up and do spiritual thought for us, please?
I will. Oh, you know what? Okay, can you see me and can you hear me?
You're in shadow.
Yay! I have some help. I got a boost. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. The topics are awareness, adaptability, and appreciation. And what it all comes down to is it's going to be fine, fine, fine. That's a line from an Alanis Morissette song. And she said, I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one's given a high five. It's from the 90s when she became a superstar. And she found out eventually that it was different and more demanding a payoff in her life than it may have seemed at first. I'm starting to have fun, are you? So many lines that I appreciate in her very personal songs resonate with me. Like, what about all them dangling, transparent carrots? You can think about that one. You don't have to know now. And how about
a jagged little pill?
yes, it's from Jagged Little Pill. That was a hit worldwide. How about that elusive kudo? She asks this in her song that's called Thank You. Why do you suppose appreciation is so powerful? Gratitude helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. This resonates with me. And sometimes when we strive for it from the outside world, we may be experiencing a landslide on the inside. In my mind, what it all comes down to is love. And that is where the connection to our own self resides. For us as individuals to be happy and whole. The love of ourself. Appreciation's a wonderful thing until it becomes a drug. Trying to get it from the outside and fame can become hollow. Practicing some good old self-care is an inside job. And here is a way through, not only the way, it's not the only way, but this is a way through, because I only have 7 minutes. I can't tell you all the ways, because there's tons of them. So let's hurry up and meditate. The people who find a spiritual outlet come to find a way to mostly enjoy it all and balance their lives through practicing an awareness of something deeper and more profound. And it's always, always waiting in the wings to become more and more front and center in all our lives. Alanis Morissette, songstress, and many others who have been put in the spotlight can and may learn to find realness and joy within and with like-minded people. Our awareness of what is and where our soul speaks to us sometimes may come from pain and sadness, or more often in joy and fulfillment. If we listen to the promptings from looking in the direction of joy, heart, and fun, we get more of that. And that's coolness in my book. The silence of meditation is a self-care action of nurturing. Also, being in nature can often foster a new way to enjoy life and may bring forth in us the appreciation of our own lives and the world around us. In other words, the whole chalupa. When we find it in us to embrace the whole chalupa. I had to use chalupa because Angie uses enchilada. We've all used enchilada. So I like chalupa. And there's some more lines from Alanis Morissette because they resonate for me, and I believe the PLC. From the song Thank You, written after her awareness or realization. Sometimes they can be interchangeable, not always. And here's how it goes. How about me not blaming you for everything? How about me enjoying the moment for once? How about how good it feels to finally forgive you? Let go, I put in parentheses. How about grieving it one at a time? And here's the appreciation bit. Those were the questions we live in. Here's the appreciation bit. Thank you, India. Thank you, terror. Thank you, disillusionment. Thank you, frailty. Thank you, consequence. Thank you. Thank you, silence. The moment I let go of it was the moment I got more than I could handle. The moment I jumped off it was the moment I touched down. How about no longer being masochistic? How about remembering your divinity? How about unabashedly bawling your eyes out? How about not equating death with stopping? Thank you, India. Thank you, Providence. Thank you, disillusionment. Thank you, nothingness. Thank you, clarity. Thank you, PLC. Thank you, silence. And everything's going to be fine, fine, fine. High five.
Now we get some music.
We do. I wanted to do this song and actually dedicate it to our Zoomers and our PLC loved ones who are not with us. Many people moved away, and luckily this week I was in touch with two of my favorites, Jenny and Joe Nelson. And the good news is that Joe is back home and doing well, and from what I hear, he should be able to keep driving, and his stroke was relatively minor. So that's the power of prayer, because we were all praying for him. But I wanted to dedicate this song to those people who are not up here in the Sierras right now, because it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, the dogwoods, beautiful bowler dogwoods, the greenness, the wildflowers all over the place. So this song is for those of you who aren't here and probably miss it, because if I wasn't here, I would miss it very much. thought to find the work I came here for. This place is just as pretty as I pictured it to be. And a man in need of work is an all too common sight to see. Each morning as the trucks roll in, you're lucky if you climb on. The rest of us are left to wonder where the dream has gone. Where the dream has gone. They say the Sierras melt with the rain. Race through the valley like blood through the vein, turning the lowlands from golden to green, to harvest forever our dreams of the San Joaquin. Every day I struggle with the distance and the fear that I will not return or find a way to bring it here. My emptiness grows deeper, I feel my spirit fall. Night comes like a blanket that brings no sleep at all. I only hope the time will find a way to work things out. We will be together in the dream we dreamt about. They say the Sierras melt with the rain, race through the valley like blood through the vein, turning the lowlands from golden to green, to harvest forever our dreams of the San Joaquin, to harvest forever our dreams of the San Joaquin.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's now my great joy. Reverend Judy is going to give us a treat today. Not only is she going to speak to us, she's going to lead our healing circle and do a beautiful job of it. So please, we welcome Reverend Judy. Do you want this one?
Good morning. My word is awareness. And with that awareness, we need to remember that we are all part of a bigger collective. So I'll tell you a little story of what happened 2 days ago, early in the morning, and my cat Tony was out doing his hunting. And I realized that there were about 25 to 30 turkey vultures in the backyard there's a spiral labyrinth and there's a medicine wheel. And they were in between those two energies. And I'm just astounded that they look as though they're having a council. Some were on one side, some were on the other, and there were 2 or 3, and then 4 and 5 in the middle, and more birds started flying in. They were having a meeting of their minds, like we have our meetings of our minds, to help our collaborations and our awareness awaken more. In the Native American culture, the turkey vulture represents the harbinger for the soul, the cosmic cleaner, the cleanser of the universe, as they sweep down and take care of things that we don't even want to look at. When they gather together, they are doing big energy, big business. Are they looking for a mate? Are they having counsel, talking about, are we doing a good job here? Are we up to the measure of the ones that we fly with? It's such a great lesson of looking at another energetic that applies to the whole big picture, that whole essence of who and what we are. We are in relationship with all things. The big all, as Angela would say, the big sweetie. We're part of that evolution. Do we look at turkey vultures as something that is nasty and means you're gonna die and, oh, it's a terrible omen? Well, in the native culture, we look at them with appreciation for doing a job. That's really purposeful. So when we look at other avenues of what we do in our lives, and there are things we just don't want to do, we go, no, I'm not going to do that. But eventually we learn to say, well, maybe. And then from there, we learn to say, yeah, it's time now. It is time. And with that, I think comes a self-realization of stepping into another level of awareness. So while Tony the tiger, my cat, is out there watching this big gathering of birds much bigger than him, I notice he's starting to back away a little bit. And there is this awareness on his part that he couldn't intrude on that council, on that gathering. We learn here at the Positive Living Center that it is an inward awareness of how we heal, an inward desire, a knowing, a trusting ourself. And so I loved that Tony trusted his wisdom and backed away and hid around the corner and watched them as they strutted and spread their wings. And I always think of it as solar collection, where they turn and they get that heat on their beautiful wings. We do that too. We lay in the sun and get warm. We lean against a tree and we get the energy from that tree being. I see no exceptions. I watch the ants crawl over my flowers and plants, and I watch them long enough to see that they're gathering aphids. They're not hurting those plants. They're acting like pollinators. They're not doing something that could be, no zucchini for me. It is that collaboration, that working together, that joyous remembering that in this collective, when we have discussions together, when we talk about things that we'd like to see in the world, that promotes a vibration out into this world, a harmony, frequency. And with that, we start to heal in Patty's songs, in Kim's talk. If we have an addiction, a compulsion, something that drives us instead of us driving it, then we have an opportunity to step up and look really hard at not whether we're doing something that hurts us, but what have we forgotten? What did we forget that hurt us so much that we want to numb ourselves? And that self-medication isn't always the answer. Because deep down there, somewhere in that little girl or little boy, there's an old pain. And in that old pain that we've pushed very successfully away is a memory, a discussion, a conversation with ourself that we can heal. So we have our physical manifestation of our body. It expresses for us what we don't talk about that's within and hidden, we think. And then we have the invisible body, the aura, that glowing light that surrounds every single person, every single object, every single essence of life. So as something or someone comes at you and they're about to hurt you, our aura takes that. Our aura feels that. Maybe it's a word, a hurtful, mean idea of you from somebody's lips who doesn't know you. How can they do that? That causes us pain. And it makes us feel like we've done something wrong for being who we are. And then it might manifest in your physical world. Your elbow, your headaches, your stomach, your knees. So as we start to understand the dynamic of healing oneself, we can step into that place of self-awareness in unity with spirit, with source, with creator, with all that is. We plant the seed of divine knowing, divine loving, that sense that everyone here is learning together. We might not understand that, but we can certainly have compassion because we felt it too. We have felt the critical eyes of others. Could be parents, could be children as they grow up. They give us lessons we weren't quite ready for. But they are our greatest teachers. And if we're listening, if our heart is open, we'll learn from them and we'll forgive ourselves for carrying on old habits of parents. Well, my mother used to spank me, so I might as well spank my kids. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have to do it that way now. Maybe that round circle of turkey vultures coming together is a great example of collaboration and communication and awareness. So who would ever imagine coming to the Positive Living Center and having the first topic being discussed about vultures? I hadn't planned on this. It's what I saw and what I thought I needed to bring to you, from me, through my eyes and my experience. Divine wisdom comes from every direction you can imagine, everywhere. When you get in your car and you drive away, there are lessons everywhere. If you're using what some of the elders talk about, is that observe, look, watch, see, care, react, say thank you. Do acts of random kindness. Place gifts where no one will know you've left them. It is not about that ego of, here, this is for you from me. It is about the heart opening in a loving way. It is about the gift of knowing forgiveness, generosity. So when we forgive ourselves, I forgive all those hurts. And some of them are deep. Some of them are unkind, unwilling to see the real person that grows. When we do that forgiveness, we do it with awareness. We don't forget, but we do give that forgiveness from our heart to a place where we can heal our mind, our body, our spirit. Is all connected. And in that connection, we come alive. We get ourselves back. We give ourselves the gift of self-love. All parts of me are welcome here. Every aspect of who I am and where I've been hurt is now protected and loved. It's embraced. That little boy or that little girl has an ally, someone who loves them completely. when we understand the power of our own self-healing, we start to understand that people have very little resources in the indigenous culture. We had our medicine men and our medicine women. We had our shamans. We had our experts. People, go see Auntie. She'll talk to you. She'll tell you what to do. We often want to get something fixed by somebody else. And sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes it's the divine course or path. But there are other times that no one can do what we need to do because no one knows us to the depths of who we are. And we need to embrace that, wrap our arms around the fact that Source is within us. And Source, whatever name you call that, wants the very best for us, wants that divine healing, that divine awareness. It's a unit, a collaboration, just like the Turkey Vultures. Moving energy, changing, collectively, working for harmony. When we have harmony in our healing, we'll notice changes that we thought we wanted didn't happen, but the changes that we needed happened, and we go, oh, that's so much better. So I always think that the universe gives us what we need rather than what we want all the time. Wanting and being ready are two different things. When you're ready to be healed, that happens. If we constantly say, I want this fixed, I want this, I want that, then the universe says, okay, I'll give you a whole lot of wanting. I say, right here, right now, it's time for us to be ready to allow our body to heal in whatever dynamic it chooses to help us have a full, rich, divine life. So we can do the work our soul self came here to do. Now I have the mother drum here, and if you've not heard this drum, for healing circles, we would go and have sweat lodges, and we would sweat, and it's hot, and you have the occasional vision and the great ahas. We have the drum to help open up that heart chakra, open up the awareness of remembering who you really are. And with the drum beats, every drum beat that you hear loosens up some of that old fear, those old energies of not feeling loved, and it helps us plant the seed of Creator. And I'd like Angelo to say his beautiful Aramaic to help us reconnect. And we're going to sit at the drum while Angie opens up for us. Get that, Angela?
Thank you.
There you go.
Let us go in consciousness to that creative life force, the loving creative life force, our subconscious mind. It always says yes to our thoughts. This is from the Aramaic, the language of the Master Jesus. Hede Ram Napsha Abat Samaya. Come, deep love, seed of our soul. We welcome your divine presence in our life, right here, right now. Hede Ram Napsha Abat Samaya, your teacher, is language.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you.
In the native culture, we use the rattle to get the attention of our ancestors. So we're calling. On the east, the south, the west, the north, the above, below, Mother Earth, and the center, Source. Are all gathered for their own self-grace and love, their own self-awakening, for forgiveness, for kindness, for generosity, for clarity. Leave behind the old, leisure, right now. Feel the energy. Feel it in your body, your heart, your breath. Think of the people you know and love that need this energy, and send it out to them. An act of kindness. Anonymous. Energy outward. It continually flows inward. It's unlimited. I'd like to put my medicine teacher, Annie Red Crow, in this energy. I'd like to put my granddaughter, Bianca, in this energy. I'd like to put all the people that are suffering that I don't know in this energy. If you have a person you'd like to say their name, this is the time.
Matthew, my son. Maggie.
Sarah.
Josh.
Josh's son. When we say a person's word, we send out a vibration. Their name becomes more. Their name is whispered in the universe. Our community, our center, our world, our families, our friends, our pets, all are beloved. Carmen, my niece. Put your hands together. Bring it to your heart. Fill yourself with the vibrations of the drum, healing every level of what you need or want or are ready for. Allow that love to flow through you because it is endless. And we are here to remember who we really are.
Who?
Thank you very much, Judy. That was heartfelt and very appreciated. Everyone, take just a moment to become aware again of where you are. And allow
allow yourself, if you journal, to write into your journal about your experience. It was so awesome. Would you like to do some music now, or you want to wait? Okay. So Ken, would you come up and do the offering for me, please? Oh, Judy, thank you. And save me today's divine love, flowing through me, blessings and increase, all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you, everyone. Your donations support us and keep us in place and keep us going forward, and they're greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you're ready. Sure.
I wanted to do this song because we're in the middle of a class right now about being one. And this song is called One Song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song, all the singing is one song. All visions emanate from the one light, one light. All visions emanate from the one light, one light. The sunlight looks a little different on this wall than it does on that wall, but it's still one light. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. All the religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song, all the singing is one song. Bismillah, Irrahman, Irrahim. Adonai, Eloheinu. Kyrie, Christe, eleison. Akantanka, Tukanshila. Jai Kali, Jai Krishna, Jai Jai Ram. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Shiva. the singing is one song, one song. All religions, all the singing is one song, one song. The differences are just illusion and vanity. All the singing is one song. All we're singing is one, just one song.
Who's the prayer partner this week? Is that you, Kim? Oh, no, it's healing service. So just get any of us. I'll be here, Kim's here, any of the ministers, John Lon, everyone will do any prayer that you need today. Next week's speaker, LJ and Joe will be back, and Joe will be speaking to us. So that'll be really, really great. He always has some good thoughts for us. I tell you, Judy, I'm not back in the body yet. I'm having trouble staying in. I'm going in and out. Oh, so let's do the prayer of protection, please. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Oh. Let me do a closing prayer, and then we'll get Patty to sing us out, or do something to get us out. Oh, Spirit, it was a marvelous day today, and we give great thanks for what came through Reverend Judy. Both her talk and the healing service were so awesome and so needed. Very, very grateful for that. And I ask that everyone that leaves here today takes it with them and takes that frequency and spreads it wherever they go and share it. For this healing is needed everywhere. And I am so grateful for all that we are as this church and for all that we learn here. And say with me, please, and so it is. Let's rock us out.
All right. You know the hearts get broken every day. You can't let that get in your way. Soon enough those tears will fade and everything will be rosy. Sometimes life gets so absurd. The trick is learning how to handle the curve. Get a grip, don't lose your nerve. Everything will be rosy. Gonna be hard times, good times, all along the way. It ain't none of my business, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyway. Hearts get broken every day. You can't let that get in your